guys, welcome back to the channel here. I apologize for any delay here in any videos. My wife and I, as you guys can see by this super awesome, very cool table below, have been playing a lot of a different kind of game, Star Wars Destiny. Yeah, together we've been playing a lot of that, and so that's kind of put a little bit of a hold or something on our gameplay videos of this. I'm moving this over just a little bit here on the camera, just so that you guys can see just a little bit more here of our shots here. No problem at all. Just want to make sure you see that. So if you guys are wondering where the channel or where have they been or any of the videos have been, it's actually because we've been kind of just been playing some games here over the weekend and of course over the playoff time period. So I hope you guys don't mind. And of course, let's get right back into the third quarter here of, well, start off the third quarter here of the Baltimore Ravens and the the Dallas Cowboys. So we'll see who can start the second round here after we play through this. So let's get right to it here, guys. And of course, the score is 10 Ravens, of course, to 10 Cowboys. So they scored, and it wasn't too bad here, but we will see how everything plays out as we check out all of the different things here on our agenda. So let's get right to it as they're going to kick off, and that will be by Dan Bailey, who did fantastic here over the playoffs. So let's get right to it here, roll our die, and see how that's going to work out. All right, so that's a 34, and a 34 on a kick. Looks like it's going to be a 62 yards to the secondary. So 62 yards here, 6-2, and the secondary, that'll leave him on the 3-yard line there as he pulls it up. And the secondary here is, let's see here, he's all the way up here, so I guess I'll have to change it just a little bit here. I'll change the setup here. There you go, so you guys can see. There you go. That's much better for you guys. I don't want to tear away these papers here. I have kind of printed them off a nice cardstock, but unfortunately it doesn't do well when two of them are playing on one camera, of course. So the for this team here, for the Dallas Cowboys, the secondary is actually going to be Renfro. So let's see how he does here on this return. So 43 on a return says it's going to be a return average. So his return average will be a 26 on a kick return. So there you go. So a nice little return there. Gets them set up there on the 29-yard line. And did I give that to Renfro? I apologize, guys. I need to be more cognizant here. It looks like my head's in clouds right now, guys, and I apologize. So their offense will be the one kicking off here. So it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens fielding. So let's make sure I get their team correctly. I think I had it out correct last time here. There you go. So there you go. I apologize, guys. So the Baltimore Ravens were fielding the ball, and that was B.J. Sams, and I rolled a return of normal, and that was 26 for Renfro. But because we're going to be using B.J. Sams, and he is injured, it'll actually go down to Lardarius Webb, who has a 26 as well. So Lardarius Webb with a 26-yard 26-yard return. There's no difference. So that'll set up with the Baltimore Ravens on offense and Dallas Cowboys on defense. So let's check that out here as we get the cards all set up here. There you go. All right, so here we have it. Now the Baltimore Ravens defense has been absolutely unflappable, but that second quarter was a very different tale, of course. So with that being said, let's get right to it here as we roll a fast action card die here. Okay, so it's going to be a run play, and a 16 on the run play here. Says right here it's going to be slammed down after 2-yard gain. So I'm going to say that's going to be an outside run to the offense, who is a 16 on outside, will be Ray Rice. So Ray Rice gets a 2-yard gain there. So there you have it for the first play of the third quarter here, and that'll be a 2-yard gain. Bring up second down and 8. So I'm going to put that down here. I have everything set up differently, of course, because we've been playing a little bit of that game, of course. So 2-yard gain there. All right. And second down here. Let's roll the dice for them. Okay, so a 6 is going to be an audible, and a 1. So on 1 on the audible is going to be a long pass play versus a 1 on the defense. And for that, we're going to look at, pull that down so you guys can see it pretty well. A 1 will be a pass defense. So a long pass versus a pass defense here. All right, so Joe Flacco going to drop back here. Throw to number 4 for a long pass will be over to EA, which is Derek Mason, and 55. So 55 says here, roll again on unusual chart. And a 24 unusual chart says, 24 here, let's see here. Okay, 24, 35 yards, DE, pass interference, right? So pass interference on a 24-yard reception there. It looks like it was a reception for 35 yards, and it's an automatic first down pass interference. So, wow, look at that, guys. So we'll just put it right there. So because of it, now with these ones, I'm not positive, okay? So I'm just going to let you guys know from a statistics standpoint, I'm not positive how you actually chart this because of the fact that it's a 24-yard, or I apologize, what was it, 24? So 24 says here, 35 yards, but then it was a pass interference, so defense pass interference, automatic first down. I'm going to say that's 35 yards and pass interference, so it just gives them an automatic first down. So he does get the catch there, and so that'll be 35 yards and a first down because it doesn't say that he didn't make the catch, right? It didn't say incomplete. It just says that it was 35 yards. So that's what I do. I don't know what you guys do. Comment down below what you guys do because it is important, of course, and that does make a big difference if it was a 35 yards, just like that's the location of the foul. But with that being said, it's going to be first down and 10 here on the 34-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's run the ball again here, and that's going to go to 15. And it says crashes through line for 8-yard gain. So 8-yard gain there, and it crushes through line, which will be an inside run. And 15 is going to be Willis McGahee for 8-yard gain. So Willis McGahee for an 8-yard gain. That is his 6th run there, guys. So he is doing very well. Definitely showing off the running plays here by the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, so we have a 13 here, or a 1-3, and a 1-3 here for us is going to be a medium pass versus a safe defense. So medium pass versus safe defense. Okay, and to 12 is our directed receiver, and that's going to be on a 12 will be Ray Rice. So 53 on that one says, G, does he have 2 pass? And G, Chuck Howley, does not have 2 pass because he is within his defensive area, so nope. And that will bring up fullback. Does he have 0 pass? Now the fullback is LaRon McClain. He does not have 0 pass, so nope. So otherwise, it's going to be R yards. So there you have it, guys, R yards, and that's going to be Ray Rice who's going to be catching that. And he's going to have 8 yards for that one there, and that's Joe Flacco's 5th completion of the game here. So we're starting to see a little more passing being involved here. And his, of course, like I said, is an 8-yard receiving usual. So we will see here Ray Rice get his first touch of the game for passing-wise, our first directed pass here. So 8 yards gained there. First down and 10 on the 18-yard line, so we can't do the fast action card here. But a 5 will be an inside run versus a run defense. So inside run versus run defense. Let's see what we got here. Inside run. And it's going to be to 15. And 15 said, or 16, I apologize, 16. So inside run to 16 is going to be Willis McGahee once more. And 35, I want to make sure you guys can see that. There you go, perfect. 35 here says GB, does the right tackle, does GB have 0 run? And Marshall Yonda does not, so it's going to hammer ahead for 6-yard gain, as you guys can see right there. So 6-yard gain by Willis McGahee, pushing forward. There you go, guys. See another one by Willis McGahee, who is just showing why he should have been on the team forever, man. He was a great player. Definitely remember him. All right, so 12:30 left in the quarter here. And looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 4 after that run by Willis McGahee on the 12-yard line. So a 5 is going to be inside run once more, and a 4 is going to be a safe. So we're going to go right to a safe one here. And 9 is for the inside run. 9 is actually Ray Rice. So let's see how Ray Rice does here. Okay, 45. Now 45 says it's going to be to the center. Does he have 2 run? And Mike Flynn does not have 2 run. So smother that line, 1-yard loss to Ray Rice there as he goes up the gut there, gets tackled down by that Dallas Cowboy defensive line. Yikes. That center definitely should get pulled up by his helmet and yelled at a little bit for not allowing them to continue their rushing display. It is, of course, 3rd down and 5, so we're going to see a little bit of action here. Third down 5 for a passing. I'm going to say a passing. So a 6 is going to be an audible. So let's roll for the audible here. And a 1 on a passing audible is going to be long. Now they're within the 20-yard line, so I'm going to make that a medium versus a pass. So medium versus pass here. Okay, medium versus pass, and a 15 is going to be the direction of the receiver. So medium 15 is going to be over to Travis Taylor. So Travis Taylor rolls a 24, and that's going to look at EB and QB. Do they have 2 pass? So EB and QB. So EB is, of course, Travis Taylor. He does not have 2 pass, but does Joe Flacco have 2 pass? He does not. They do not believe that Joe Flacco is at second season football, an elite quarterback, right? So tight coverage, go to Y chart. Okay, so Y chart it is. So 31 on the Y chart says it's going to be a 5 or more, and for Joe Flacco, he has only got a 3. And it says Joe Flacco was given a Y grade of 2 in second half. So now he's 2 because of that little exclamation thing, or kind of symbol there. So it's not going to be an incomplete, or it's not going to be an interception, but it will be incomplete, and that's going to be a 12 on the incomplete area, which says it glances off the receiver. So that's going to bring it 4th down and 5. And, well, I think they're going to go for the field goal, of course, behind the beautiful leg of Justin Tucker, who missed his field goal from the 22-yard line, but has made one from the 10-yard line. So let's see how this one works out for 13 yards. All right, 62. That is not looking good, but let's see how it works out. So he's a AA field goal kicker, okay? And 13 is going to be 23. That's going to be a 30-yard in total, right, that we have to see the ball carry. And for a 62, and then AA, and I said it's a 30-yard kick, 35 yards and in is good. So there you go. So he makes that one there for the Ravens, and that'll add 3 points there to them. And we'll see the ball go right to the 35-yard line here. And let's get it going here now that the Ravens have scored and now are 13-10 against the Dallas Cowboys. So that is 2-4-3 for Justin Tucker, and he is just a really, really good kicker, but definitely did not have his luck in that last one here, or that second to last one. All right, so 16 here for the kickoff as Justin Tucker tees the ball up. 16 says 67 yards to the primary. We already know that's going to push it right into the touchback there zone. So that's going to be a touchback. We're going to move the Dallas Cowboys to the 20-yard line here, and they will touch back to the 20 because, of course, that's swarming defense by the Ravens on their cover team. So we'll move up Dallas's offense versus Baltimore's defense. Let's put them there, and let's put this one here. Perfect. I don't really use these very often at all, really, so I might just do this here for you guys, just so that you guys can see a little better the offense here. So I'm just going to do that, even though you guys can see those are the numbers there. I'm going to do this real quick so you guys can see that better, okay? All right, so let's see how this one plays out as we roll the fast action card. Tony Romo at helm because Troy Aikman took a hit and he is out of the game. All right, 11 here for the running play right off the bat. Looks like defense, decked at line, no gain, fumbles. So it says odd, recovered by defense, even by running back. Okay, so we're going to say the odd is the die, and then even is the blank. So even is a blank, odd is the die, and there it goes. It's an even one there, and that means it's going to be recovered by the running back. So that's a big flop there by 17, and 17 will be Newhouse. So Robert Newhouse fumbled the ball, but luckily he picked up his own fumble there, so no problem there, but luckily that will not hurt them. So they've had 4 fumbles though, guys. 4 fumbles by the Dallas Cowboys. Is this reminiscent of the actual game they actually just had? This is terrible football, really, after they had a great season. So 4 fumbles. Luckily, that wasn't a fumble lost, as that was 3 they've already lost already. But second down and 10 to go here. 52 here, guys. So a 5 is going to be inside run versus a safe defense. So inside run versus safe defense. 15 for inside run will be over to Tony Dorsett, and a 31. 31 says GA or EA. So GA, do they have run 2? So GA is Larry Allen. He does have run 2, so that'll say yes to that. So XR column. All right, let's roll for the XR column to see what happens to Tony Dorsett here. 23, does he take off here? So TA, the left tackle, Ralph Newley, does he have run 0? He does not. He is a 1. And then that says he slices through gap, small gap, 8-yard gain by Tony Dorsett there. So cracking up those yards again. That's his 3rd carry there, guys. And that'll bring his total up to 6 yards for the day, even though he's only had 3 carries. So that's not too bad there, 6 yards. Definitely 2 yards per carry. You definitely want to get above 3.5, right? That's the whole idea. Definitely want to get above 3.5 for your yards per carry or even play. So here we go. So it's going to be a 3rd down and probably just a normal pass or just normal play, really. And that'll be a medium pass versus a blitz defense. So they're going to go all in here. So medium pass versus a blitz defense. And that 4 is going to be over to Michael Irvin. Man, with the legend here, Michael Irvin. 41. It says EA, and that's going to be Michael Irvin. 2 pass. He does have that. So go to XM column. So Michael Irvin's going to possibly get a great play here. So 61 says, does C have 2 pass? DeJuan Landry does not have 2 pass. So drag down after 21-yard gain. There's yourself a pitching catch for Tony Romo, who is absolutely on fire. Already 10 receptions for 21 yards to Michael Irvin, who has already had 2 other plays already well over 53 yards, or already tackled up 53 yards in 3 catches. So that'll be 1st down and 10 on the 49-yard line, basically midfield. Let's get a fast action card here, and that'll be a rushing play here. And to number 9. Number 9 says here, dances past defenders for 7-yard gain. There you go. So number 9 here, dances past defenders. I'm going to say it's an outside run, and 9 is going to be to Tony Dorsett for a 9-yard or 7-yard gain there. There you have it there. Tony Dorsett showing you guys why he is an absolute smash hit over by Dallas Cowboys. So 7-yard gain. That is his 4th touch of the game here. Okay, so with that being said, 9:30 left in the quarter here. They're starting to play some big ball here in Dallas. So that's going to be a long or medium pass play versus a pass defense. So let's see how this one plays out as we get to the right chart here. And 20 for this result will be over to either Perkins or Hill. I'm going to say that's going to go over to, let's see here, that's going to either go to Calvin Hill or Don Perkins. I'm going to say that's going to go over to Calvin Hill. Why not? Because he's a running back already, right? So he was not really going to give it to the fullback too much. So 41 says here, EC, does he have 2 pass? Jason Witten does have 2 pass, so it's going to be XM column. All right. So it looks like Calvin Hill's going to get a big dump off here, guys. 24, does the QB X grade, is it greater than 5? So the X grade for Tony Romo is 6. That is a yes. So receiver has room. Go to the go chart. Okay, so Calvin Hill with a big play here. 22 on the go chart says right here. It's going to be 31 yards plus a die roll. Okay, so 31 yards plus a die roll. That's going to be 2. So on the 22 here, 31 plus 2 is a 33-yard gain there by that catch. That was a dump off, really. A dump off to Calvin Hill for 33 yards. Fantastic way to show the coach there that you definitely want to play. So Calvin Hill gets his first touch of the game, so the Dallas Cowboys show off their running backs' abilities to catch and run the ball here. So 33 yards by Calvin Hill, and he's absolutely lighting up. He's already touched the ball and, of course, caught the ball as well. So on the 11-yard line, 1st down and 10 here by the Cowboys. That's a 1, and that's going to be a medium pass. We take that. We're going to make that a short, and I know it's because we're not necessarily in the 10-yard line, but I kind of want to make sure that they don't get overpowered here. So I'm going to say it's a short because they're so close to the goal line. So short versus safe. So a short versus safe here. And number 9 there. Number 9 says it's going to go to Emmitt Smith. So a good little drag route. Checking down here. 64 says unusual. So unusual for that one. 52 unusual says here 11 yards. But there is a fumble. Now he doesn't have that exceptional rating there for the fumble. So we're going to have to roll it on the gain chart to see if by chance he catches for 11 yards but then fumbles it. See if he does fumble. 42 says on the chart, is C rated 0? And I believe DeJuan Landry is not rated 0. So with that being said here, guys, that's going to be a fumble there, guys. and we're going to have to go to video review, in fact. So let's play it out. So we're going to put 11 yards because this, my friends, 11 yards gained would mean it was a touchdown, but he fumbled. How is that possible, guys? I'm not really sure about that. If it's an 11-yard gain, let's think about this, guys, real quick, okay? So we're taking it as it is. So it says he made a catch for 11 yards, but then fumbled it. So if I put it right here, 11 yards, that's a touchdown, right? Wouldn't that kind of void out the whole fumble thing? Or is it that he fumbled it on the goal line, like legitimately right before he made it in? Okay, well, either way, let's play it like this. So he fumbled it right on the goal line, right? The ball popped out, and now the return man gets no return, but it is a video review. So with that being said, video review for a VR says the field official ruled a turnover has occurred, interception or fumble, so it's a fumble. The replay official checks to video to determine whether or not the turnover has actually occurred. So let's re-roll this. 14 says, after further review, the play stands as called turnover. So with that being said, because he recovered a fumble in the touchdown and did not return it, that means that the ball is going to go over to the Ravens, right? And they're going to move to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a touchback. So there you have it, guys. So they caught the ball, but then, of course, he got himself a fumble. And so Emmitt Smith and the Cowboys cannot get any help here. That's the 5th fumble of the game here for them. And Tony Romo is absolutely just berserk on the sideline. I can only imagine here, guys, after that great catch, but unfortunately was not a touchdown because he got the fumble right on the goal line there. So with that said, we're moving over to Dallas Cowboys being on defense here. And, well, they're going to start on the 20-yard line. Baltimore Ravens are, with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. All right, so with that said, let's go to it. That's going to be a rushing play. And 14 on the rushing play here on the card, fast action card, says he's going to be stuffed at line, no gain. So a line play here inside. 14 is going to be Willis McGahee, and that will show the defense is just trying their hardest, right? They're trying the hardest to stop Willis McGahee from getting any more yards here. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 to go. Okay. And that's going to be 54. 54 is inside versus a safe. So inside versus safe here. And a 1 for inside is going to be Jamal Lewis, who hasn't really touched the ball too much after Willis McGahee's, but has been ruling it here. 33 says GA, who's the left tackle, Edwin Mulitalo. Does he have 0 run? He does not. So it turns through traffic for 8-yard gain. So Jamal Lewis catching the ball, getting a little bit of fire here. 8-yard gain here. And that will bring up 3rd down and 2 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left as the Ravens are starting to pull away here if they can score a touchdown here and putting the cap on the Cowboys for the third quarter. So 5 is going to be an inside run versus a safe. So we're going to see another one here because it is so close there. It's going to be a normal one. And inside 12 is going to be Ray Rice, so who hasn't been doing very well, as you guys already know on your stats, of course, if you're keeping up with it. 45 says center. That's going to be over, of course, Mike Flynn there. Does he have run 2? Mike Flynn does not. So smothered at line, 1-yard loss once more. So again, the center, Mike Flynn, just not showing up here today, guys. That's a 1-yard loss, and that, my friends, will be a great stop by the Cowboys defense there, as Ray Rice will get another negative yards. He's starting to turn into that Matt Forte syndrome, right? You guys all who have watched these videos know exactly what I'm talking about Matt Forte. So with that said, we're going to see a punt here by Sam Koch here. Oops, I don't want to misspell that name, right? Mispronounce that one. So 65 on the routine punt says, defender bursts through, pressures kick, go to the punt block scenario. So punt block scenario should be under punt block scenario here. All right, so I'm looking at the column here. I flipped over. I'm looking at a column over on this side, right above this chart here. Okay, so 55 on the punt block scenario says here, is the block grade, if the block grade is equal to A, 20-yard punt, no return. Well, the punt block for Sam Koch here is an A. So yes, so an A on that 55 says it's a 20-yard punt, no return. So there you have it, guys. Luckily, they got that 20-yard gain there on the punt. They got it off, but unfortunately for them as well, the Cowboys now, because of their outstanding defense on that last play and last drive here, they're going to actually start off the ball on the 47-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. So let's check it out here, guys, as they turn over possessions here, and we're going to go right into a fast action card. It's going to be a pass play. Pass play says here, difficult throw into coverage, incomplete. So Tony Romo gets a little bit of the yips there and is unfortunately unable to get open man there after he has been on fire basically this whole game. So 6:30 left in the game. And 34, so 3/4, so 3 is going to be a tendency play here. And that's going to be a 2 under. Tendency is going to be a short pass versus a safe defense. Short pass versus safe defense. All right, and a 2. 2 says here on the short team here is going to be Jason Witten. And a 26, future Hall of Famer for sure here. Jason Witten. EB and EA, do they have 2 pass? So EB, Tony Hill does not have 2 pass. He is 2 minus, right? So that's going to be a 1 because he is in that area. So unfortunately, because he does not have that. But EA, though, Michael Irvin, does have 2 pass. And so the defenders are going to go flock to him. And that's going to leave Jason Witten open for an extreme short column here. 26 on that one says EF, does he have 2 pass? Or do they have 2 pass? So E is Adelius Thomas, and he does. He has a 1 plus. So with that said, we're going to see a not much room, but there's going to be dice amount of yards. So for this one, we're going to see a dice amount of yards, and that's going to be a 1-yard gain. Yikes, so not much room there, but still a completion there. And that will be Tony Romo just catching on fire once more. So 1-yard gain for Jason Witten. That's his 3rd catch of the game. And with that said, 3rd down and 9 is a probable pass play. 6 minutes left here in the quarter here. All right, so a 1 here on a probable pass play. That's going to be a long pass versus a 3, which is going to be a pass defense. So long versus pass defense. Okay, these are usually ones that are going to be picked off here. See if Tony Romo can thread the needle. I know Aaron Rodgers probably could. And a 13 on this one says on the long pass play, that's going to be EB. That's going to be Tony Hill. Tony Hill here, 13, says right here is, let's see, Tony Romo has a AAA completion. With that said, on a 13, that says 2Q minus die yards. So 2Q for Tony Romo is 24 minus 3. So that's going to be 21 yards there. And that, my friends, is another 21-yard bomber there by Tony Romo. And that will bring up 1st down and 10. And let's see where they're going to end up at here. On the 25-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens, Tony Hill gets his. And my goodness, guys, you're going to see this stat sheet is beautiful for Tony Romo. Great passing yards, fantastic opportunities here, plenty of yards, over 20 yards. This defense has led up over, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 plays, 4 catches, and runs, of course, over 20 yards. That's fantastic, phenomenal, really. This defense is letting up a lot here on the passing play. But nonetheless, we're going to go right into the fast action card. It's going to be a pass play again, and it says forced throw under pressure. Go to Y chart, medium column. Okay, so with that said, let's go to the Y chart here for the medium column. And for the Y chart here, Tony Romo is a 3. So a 3 in the 42, and that's going to be easily not an interception there, so that'll just be an incomplete. And it looks like a 16 says here that it's batted away by defender. So that'll be 2nd down and 10 with 5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Let's get right to it here. Okay. All right, so I put some stats down. So it's an audible play. So a 2 on an audible is going to bring up, let's see here. Okay, so 2. Let's see here. Okay. 2. I apologize, guys. Trying to find myself on this map here on audible. 2 is going to be a medium pass play versus a 4, which will be a safe. So medium versus safe here. And a 9, or 6, I apologize. 6 will be the dice here for us. So 6 is going to be, on that medium, is going to be Pearson. So that is Don Pearson? No. Yeah, Don Pearson. Wow, okay. That seems a little weird. Yeah. Don Pearson. Oh, no, it doesn't. I apologize. I was getting confused with Don Perkins. Okay, so Drew Pearson here. And a 15 says for AAA quarterbacks, it's going to be Q yards. And that, my friends, already is a 12-yard gain by now Tony Romo again. My goodness, guys. This, I thought, my friends, I thought this was going to be an absolute blowout here if the Ravens defense can continue as they are. But it looks like Drew Pearson has now just gotten a 12-yard gain after a 21-yard catch by Tony Hill, and Tony Romo is just carving out these corners, really. Honestly, Jimmy Smith, Ed Reed, DeJuan Landry, and Chris McAllister, these are great corners. They're just carving them up. Now, their rushing defense or rushing offense has not been that good at all, really. But we'll see if Tony Dorsett can get that in here as 4 minutes and 30 seconds here and left in the quarter. And a 1 will be a medium pass, and that'll be 3 is a safe defense. So safe will be over here, and 18 for this one will go over to Dupree. So that'll be, where's Dupree at? Billy Joe Dupree. All right, so Billy Joe Dupree, 35, says tackle. So the left tackle here, Ralph Neely, to 0 pass. He does not have that. So with that said, protection holds complete for R minus die yards, and for Billy Joe Dupree, Billy Joe, not Billy Joel, Dupree is 13 minus 1. That's 12 yards. And again, folks, there it is. Tony Romo showing you exactly why he is worth his weight here, guys. You definitely don't want to lose him as a quarterback, for sure, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, because he has now left him on the 1 yard line here. Now, as long as they don't have a kick that he has to, of course, hold for, well, that'll leave him speechless, right? So a 12-yard gain there again, and that'll be Billy Joe Dupree's second catch for 12 yards. So on the 1 yard line, we're going to see some running plays here as it gets into the rushing attempts here. So that'll be an outside run versus a blitz defense. All right, so we'll see if by chance this outside run versus a blitz with some really great linebackers to number 8. So that'll be over to Tony Dorsett. 24 is looking at G and I. Do they have run of 2? And G is Terrell Suggs. He does not because he's a 2-1. Tony Saragusa does not either. He's a 2-1 as well. And with that said, runner slips outside for 3-yard gain. There you go, guys. That is a touchdown by Tony Dorsett and the Cowboys there, I should say. Touchdown, Dallas, right? So that's going to be a 7 points there. So that's 17-13. Now, of course, given the fact that we have to make the extra point here, which we will, of course, try to do right now, and a 41 on the extra point is good. 41 is good, so that'll be 17-13. Dallas Cowboys are starting to make their comeback here, guys. And with that said, let's move the ball down to the 35-yard line, and we're going to get the kickoff going on right now. All right, so that was a drive filled with passes, filled with memorable plays here, and 15 here. So 15 on the kickoff will be 68 yards. That is going to leave them down to the easily down to a touchback here. So we'll just put it right to the 20-yard line, and we'll take it as that here. So flip it, and now the Baltimore Ravens have the ball on the 20-yard line after a touchback. Let's see if they can make a point here, because they got stopped by the Dallas Cowboys defense that last play here, or that last drive. So with that said here, let's move it right here. Okay, so with that said here, let's see how this fast action card is going to work here on the 20-yard line. Pass play comes out here of Joe Flacco. Incomplete, intended for SB. If SB has the exceptional chart here, which he does not, caught for R yards gain. Now, if you guys look here, you can have an R yard, but the thing is that he has the exceptional, but he's only on the outside run. So he does not have the exceptional ability for catching, right? Some receivers can have it. Michael Irvin has it. Jason Witten has it, but not Ray Rice. So with that said here, guys, that's going to be an incomplete pass there to Ray Rice, which is strange that they would go right over to Ray Rice, but hey, why not, right? So 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Let's get on here. Okay, so 2-6. That's going to be a blitz defense versus a short pass here. So, all right, blitz defense versus short pass. And 13 is who they're going to on that short pass, which will be Ray Rice once more. Okay, they're going to be targeting him a lot. 31 says tackle or center. Now, he has done terrible here for him, but tackle or center, do they have 0 run? Neither of them do. Jonathan Ogden was a great one, and Mike Flynn at least has got that. So, flushed out of pocket, QB runs, go to page 18. So, at least they held the line there, but we're going to go to page 18 for Joe Flacco's scramble, running for his life, basically. 11 here. Now, 11, so Joe Flacco, his outside run is a C. So, his C yards, he gets 4-yard gain there on his feet there. So, Joe Flacco catching 4 yards. Nice job there, getting his gun out there. Of course, he's been supposed to be an elite quarterback, but definitely hasn't shown it today. Definitely not. Their offense has been stagnant, but their defense has been hot. Forcing 4 fumbles, forcing 5 fumbles, I apologize, and recovering 4 of them. This is absolutely phenomenal defense, really. And unfortunately, their offense, the Baltimore Ravens, cannot do a single thing. Third down and 6 here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here. All right, probable pass play. So that's going to be a 4 and then a 5 there. So 4-5. Probable pass play, that's going to be a medium pass versus a blitzing defense. So medium pass versus blitz. Dem Cowboys are coming at it here. So let's see here with a blitzing and a 5. Let's see how that's going to be directed to. A 5 on this one, we'll say Todd Heap. Great guy there. 66 says it's going to be a home field advantage. So it says home field advantage if home team is on offense, which it's not. QB finds open man, Q plus dice yards, otherwise well covered, incomplete. So that'll be incomplete pass there. Joe Flacco is covered once more. My goodness, that is not good play there. So 2 minutes remaining here. And this has been one kind of game here, guys. Great defense by the Ravens, but terrible offense. So kind of how you feel like you would expect it here. And unfortunately, the Ravens defense can't score more than their offense, unfortunately. With that said, we're going to see them kick off to, or punt away to the Cowboys. 64 on a punt is going to be unusual. So the unusual chart's going to flip out here. And let's see here. Let's get over to the unusual chart. All right, so for the punt here, 26 says 38-yard punt, but there will be a penalty. And a penalty on play, go to penalties chart here. So it's going to be a 36-yard, did I say it was? 26, there, yeah, so 38. So 38, so remember that. But we're going to look at the penalty chart real quick. So 61 says here on a punt play, kick play, 6, which is defense, 5 yards, repeat down, encroachment. So it's posted before the play is dead. So that's going to be 4th down and 1 now. So the punter's going to be able to go once more. Don't make first down. I know they didn't. Okay. Sometimes that's a little annoying here. It'll push it over to them, but we'll push it back. So they'll be on the 29-yard line. 4th down, and we'll put it to 4th down. It's fine. We'll just kind of play it again here. So the play was dead, so we don't even have to play the dice here or play the clock at all. A 62 on a routine punt will set us up to minus 6 yards from his average. Return of E or better, no return. So minus 6 from Sam Koch. Yep, Sam Koch. That'll be a 39-yard kick there, and that'll bring up their team, the Dallas Cowboys, on the 32-yard line. So there you go. So 32-yard line, that'll push them forward, and they'll have that ball on that time here as we switch over, of course, as Tony Romo comes down after that great, heroic, basically, possession that really was needed. So 2-minute warning here is hit, and now we will see Tony Romo come on out. All right, see if he can continue here. Let's roll a fast action card here because we are within the 2-minute warning, so we can definitely do it still as long as we're not within the 2 minutes, I guess. We'll just do that. Why not? So that'll be to 7 here, and the run play says leveled by linebacker after 2-yard gain. So let's say that's going to be an inside run, and to a 7 inside run is going to be Emmitt Smith. So a 2-yard gain there. And Emmitt Smith will get a 2-yard gain. All right, so 2nd down and 8 as they're going to start playing pretty much defensive here at this point, I think. But a 4-4 is going to be outside run versus a safe defense. So outside run versus safe defense. And that's going to go to 18. And 18 is going to say here, that will be outside. 18 will be over to Calvin Hill. All right, 21. 21 says here for him on an outside, he's an A. So an A rating says no gain. So at least he got back to the line there, but unfortunately no gain for his second carry of the game here. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 8, a probable pass play. So Tony Romo's going to have to bust out his arm, which of course has been on fire lately. That's an audible 6. So we're going to go to an audible pass play there. A 4 on the pass is going to be a short pass versus a blitz defense. So a short pass versus blitz defense here. And an 8 for that short pass there will bring up Emmitt Smith coming out of the backfield there. So 66 there. H, does he have 0 pass? And H is Michael McCary, and he does not have 0 pass. He has a 1. So choice blitzing linebacker, sacks quarterback, 9-yard loss. So let's see who that linebacker will be here for the sack. Let's just see for fun. And that'll be Terrell Suggs. Gets the sack there. And that'll be the 3rd sack of the game there by the Ravens. And I can show you right now that is the absolute reason why they're still in the game here. So that'll be a minus 9 yards there. Wow, Tony Romo held onto the ball. I'm surprised he didn't get injured, I guess you could say, right? But for good of health, of course, that's better. So 4th down and 17, we're going to see a punt play. All right, punt play as, of course, they're going to end the quarter probably here and get 1 play off when they get the ball. So 16 on the routine punt. It says good protection, plus 8.2 average, but there's going to be a return on this one. So plus 8 for this punt play will be Danny White. So that'll be a 48-yard punt. Oh, good punt by him there. Fantastic booming kick, but that will bring up a return there by their guys here. And 11 here for punt return. That's going to be Jermaine Lewis, and a 25 for routine punt return here. Let me see, what was that, 25? 25 says it's going to be a minus 5 from his return, which his return is 11. So that'll be a 6-yard return there. So 6-yard, we won't touch it here. 6-yard return, so that's going to be a 33-yard line. So they'll get the ball on the 33. I'll just mark it there so I don't have any problems. So the Ravens will have the ball on their 33-yard line, and they'll play 1 down here until the quarter ends. And we'll do that on another video, of course, the next quarter, but we will play this down for sure here as we end the 3rd quarter. Again, guys, like the video, of course, smash that like button, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. I absolutely believe you guys are such great fans and a great forum here, community. I love seeing all the posts here on the play.com community and, of course, elsewhere. So 4 here, I saw a tendency, so a 4 on the tendency play is going to be an outside run versus a blitz. So an outside run versus a blitz defense here. Let's see here, and a 20 for the outside run will be over to Willis McGahee for his outside run. Always go to him, right? So Willis McGahee on his outside run is a B. So a 12 on this one says B is going to get 8-yard gain. So he finds himself in a great area there, rolling on that probably was that 36, of course, route there. So that'll be a 8. Little sweep play. 2nd down and 2 as we start the 4th quarter after that Willis McGahee 8-yard gain. And that, my friends, will end this video, guys. Thank you very much. The Cowboys are 17, Ravens 13. A game between a great offense who has been powerhousing the pass plays behind Tony Romo, who has already gone 15 for 20, versus Joe Flacco and his anemic offense and the defense that has absolutely done so well causing turnovers and, of course, 3 sacks already. So I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers, guys. Thank you very much.